Hi, I'm Kerry Kirkham, and you're sipping with the Wine Fox. With me today is 2015 Ampelos Syrache. Syrache, what's that all about? 70% Syrah, 30% Grenache, all estate grown, hand harvested, certified sustainable, and biodynamic. Now, normally when I see certified sustainable and biodynamic, I think, yeah, that's great, that's nice, I love that. But does it taste good? And in this case, absolutely yes. Now, I tried this wine before I even read the tech sheet, and I was tasting it going, this is a well-made wine. It's beautifully balanced. It blew me away. And then I started reading how it was made, and it all perfectly made sense. So the grapes are grown in Santa Rita Hills by a husband and wife team, Peter and Rebecca Work. And like I said, it is certified sustainable and biodynamic. But also, from what I've read in the tech sheet, they're practicing very minimal intervention with the winemaking. So the primary fermentation is native yeast, again, punched down by hand, racked into oak barrels where malolactic fermentation also occurs naturally, so no inoculations. And another interesting thing is while the wine aged in barrel, they did not rack. They did not rack until they bottled, which is really unusual. It's interesting. Some places do that, but when I made wine, I racked 2 or 3 times prior to bottling. So it's really interesting to try something that has never been racked since it was aging. So if we get into the oak profile of this wine, so it was aged in 35% new oak. So most of it was French, but they also did a really cool thing, which I've written about for the trade, which is a hybrid barrel. So it uses American staves with French heads. Or you can use French heads with American staves. There's a bunch of different things you can do with a hybrid barrel, but according to their tech sheets, American staves with French heads, and then French barrels also. So then the rest of it is 65% neutral oak. Oak isn't a huge player here, but there is something going on that is a little oak spice. 14.2% alcohol. And I'm guessing it's not fined or filtered. Based on when I pulled the cork, there were some tartrates on it. So like if you look at my finger, see, I don't know if you could see, there's some grit on the cork, which is just tartaric acid and maybe some grape solids falling out of the wine onto the cork, which I think is a very good sign. That shows that the wine hasn't been manipulated, overly manipulated. Oh, and one thing, hats off to no foil. I love that there's no foil. It's just a bottle with a cork in it. You don't have to cut the foil. There's no additional waste. Also, the glass bottle feels light, and I think this enters into their sustainability mission, which speaks to me. I love that. Okay, but let's talk about the wine. Okay, on the nose. My father-in-law has a little bit of a cough. Sorry. Okay. I get beautiful, like plum, like stewed plum, spices, and maybe like some wild strawberry, a beautiful fruity nose, and then a hint of leather, a very nice, clean leather quality, and then some kind of spice, maybe nutmeg. But it's an alluring nose. It really makes me want to sip it. Right when I first put the glass to my nose, I was like, what is going on? I knew nothing about the wine or the winery, but when I first tasted this, I knew it was special. On the palate, I get plum, again with this strawberry quality. And great acidity, just beautiful, beautiful acidity. I also get spice. It's so balanced and interesting, and it evolves so beautifully on the palate that it's very difficult to describe a wine like this, which is another sign of a very well-made wine. all the flavors are integrated and they evolve beautifully across the palate. Okay, plum, strawberry, a little bit of graphite, and then spice, nutmeg, definitely like a nutmeg quality, a little bit of earthiness, and again with that little bit of graphite on the tip of the tongue. Beautiful, bright, lively, elegant. It's in the $30 range. That would be a splurge for me to buy. But it is worth it. It is so beautifully made. Only 30 barrels of this were produced. Ampelos, which means vine in Greek, is a winery that produces annually about 5,000 cases. 5,000 cases, and it's a husband and wife run winery. They grow the grapes. I really would love to support what they're doing. I'm blown away. I love wines that are made with minimal intervention. And sustainability is something close to my heart. Okay, so again, that is Ampelos Syrache. I want to say Sriracha, but Syrache, because it's Syrah and Grenache. And to that, I say a hearty Santé and Carpe Uvum.